Hey folks, how are you? I hope everyone is good and your preparations are also going good. So, without wasting much time, let's start with today's questions. So, first one is SQL Slammer is which type of attack? So, what is SQL Slammer attack? This attack was in SQL Server 2000, in which the virus was scanning for vulnerable system and it used to replicate itself and create a huge traffic so that services would not be available. So it was a kind of denial of service attack. So the correct answer here is denial of service attack. So what is this brute force attack? Brute force attack is trying to put many password or as many combination of passwords so that the system can be accessed. So in common terms, password would be like people used to create very not very strong password like name 123 name date of birth. So brute force is kind of social engineering in which attacker would be giving too many passwords so that the system can be accessed. What is phishing attack? Phishing attack is kind of social engineering thing where uh, the attacker would like to trick the people by giving some information and want to steal the actual information from the system. What is cracking? Cracking is a trick to crack the password or to get unauthorized access of the system. And what is spamming? Spamming is sending unsolicited marketing email or delivering malware to a network. So this is very important. Network security is very important topic, and whatever the types of attack is there in network security, you should prepare them very well. And you should not be much confused because this network security comes in professional knowledge as well as in computer awareness also. Sometimes questions are being asked. Let's go to next question. If this symbol represent 1 and 0 represent O symbol represents 0, so what will the ones complement of this? Ones complement is very simple, converting 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. So what is this? This is 0 1 1 0 0 1. So what will be the ones complement? 1 double 0 double 1 0. So which is the correct answer here? Option B, 1 double 0 double 1 0. Option B is correct answer. Next is odd even sort is also known as. So what is odd even sort? So let's first understand the question here. The answer is brick sort. How this odd even sort works? Actually this sort works in two pass. First pass would be odd pass, then next is even pass. Suppose numbers are giving like 5 7 2 8 1 13. So it will start from odd index. So this two, index 1, then index 3, index 5, this 2, and that's a 7, this 2 and this 2 will be sorted. So here it is already sorted, it is already sorted, it is already sorted, it is already sorted. Next it will go to even pass. So in even pass, these two, these two, these two will be sorted. So here it will see, okay, these are not sorted, so it will be 5, then 2 7, then this is not sorted, then 1 8, and then in 1 3 it is sorted, so it will be 1 3 7. Now again it will start with even pass. So this 5 2, then 7 1, like this it will sort. Again it will sort 2 5. So this is brick kind of structure it will be creating. That's why it is known as brick sort or odd even sort. What is the worst time complexity for this sort is O n square. So I hope this is clear. Okay, next question is, in a relation is giving having 5 attributes A, B, C, D, E, and functional dependencies are given. A, B can determine C, D, A, B, C can determine E, C can determine A. Find the number of candidate keys. So this kind of questions are a bit tricky questions. Let's understand this with very simple method or very shortcut method. Actual method is you have to apply closure method and you have to find the possible super candidate key. That will be very long. So what is the best way is you have to scan the right hand side of the functional dependencies and see whether what are the attributes are there which is not present in the right hand side. So in a relation there are 5 attributes A, B, C, D, E, and here you can see In the dependencies, we have A is present, E is present, and CD is present. So B is not present anywhere. Means what is candidate? Firstly, we have to understand what is candidate key. Candidate key is the key which can determine all the attributes. So since B cannot be determined from anywhere, so obviously in B will be the part of candidate key, because reflexive property is there that B can determine itself. So from B can be determine anything. If you will see, AB can determine CD, ABC can determine E, C can determine A. So from B we can only determine B only through reflexive property and nothing much. So in this condition we cannot, so B is not a candidate key here. So now take one attributes and combine it with B. So if we will take A here, let's see. So AB, what it can determine? B can determine B, A can determine A. Can AB determine anything? Yes, AB can determine CD. So CD can also be determined, and you can see ABC can determine E. So E can also determine from here because we have ABC present. So ABC can determine E also. So AB will become one candidate key. But we don't have to stop here. We need to find other candidate key also. Next, what you can do, you can find the closure of AC, AD, anything. But the best way is, now again we have to scan the right hand side. See whether in the right hand side B or A is present. B we have already checked, B is not present in the right hand side. So let's check for A. Yes, A is present here. Now replace this A with C, the left hand side value. So other candidate key will be CB. We can check it also. So CB can determine what? CB can determine C through reflexive property, B, C, B, and what? Now this C can determine A also. So A also. Now we have AB also present here. So AB can determine CD. C already we have taken. So D also we can be determined. And ABC can determine E also. So here E also can be determined. So CB is also candidate key. So next candidate key is CB. Now check whether C is present in the right hand side of any of this attribute. No. CD is present but C is not present. So we have found two candidate key. So answer for this question would be option B, 2. I know this is quite tricky, but don't worry. We will practice more question of these types in coming videos also, and it will be clear. Let's move on to next question. In a dash topology, if there are n devices in network, each device has n-1 ports for cable. So what is this topology? Very simple question. This is mesh topology, because in mesh topology every device is connected to each other. So if there are n devices, n-1 ports would be required. Next is dash is the reduction of particular body of data to a simplified representation of the whole. So this is known as database abstraction. What is data migration? Data migration is moving of the data from one system to other. And database instance is the data records at any particular time. Next question is, which of the following is the process of detecting and correcting the wrong data? This is known as data cleaning or data scrubbing. So option E is correct answer here. Next question is again a theoretical question, very simple question. Which of the following part of the Unix operating system that interacts with the hardware? So that is known as kernel. Kernel is something which interacts with hardware. And shell is something which interacts with user. So if a relation, next is if a relation schema is in BCNF, then it is also in whether first, second, third, all, only A and B. So the answer will be all of the above. Because what is the condition of BCNF? What is BCNF? Boy's chord normal form. So BCNF is known as 3.5 normal form or strict third normal form. So what is the condition for BCNF? The table should be in third normal form. Also, if there is dependency present in the table, that A is determining B, so A should be super key. That is the BCNF. What is third normal form? The table should be in second normal form and there should not be any transitive dependency. What is second normal form? The table should be in first normal form and there should not be any partial dependency. And what is first normal form? There should be atomic value and similar value in the every cell of the table. So if you have completed your DBMS, I hope you have completed normalization in a good manner. Normalization is a very important topic because from here the question used to come theoretical also, as well as the functional dependency, prime attributes, 9 prime attributes, and determining whether a table is in first normal form, second normal form, third normal form. These things used to come. So we will practice those questions in coming days. So if you have not completed, please go through the normalization topic in very detailed manner. Let's go to next question. What is data integrity? Whenever we talk about integrity, it is all about accuracy and consistency only. So let's go to the options. Option A is, it is the data contained in a database that is redundant. No, this is not correct. It is the data contained in a database that is accurate and consistent. This is correct answer. So let's go to other option also. It is the data contained in a database that is secured. No, and that is shared. No. So option B is correct here. Whenever we talk about integrity in any term, it's all about accuracy and consistency only. Let's go to next question. Which protocol does ping use? UDP, ICMP, TCP/IP, RIP, none of the above. So answer for this question is ICMP. So what is ICMP? ICMP is Internet Control Message Protocol. This is a layer 3 protocol, network layer protocol, and it is used to communicate error message between routers and do diagnostic within the same network. UDP is User Datagram Protocol, it's transport layer protocol. TCP/IP is different. RIP is routing instruction protocol. This is also layer 3 protocol. This is a routing vector protocol. So whenever we listen about any protocol and we hear about any protocol, first thing you should know, like, it is on which layer, this protocol works on which layer, because many times questions has come a particular protocol works at which layer, and a little bit information about those protocol is needed. Next question is, web app performance tests are designed to. So whenever we will talk about performance testing, it is all about load testing or the testing in the real world scenario. So let's go to option. Assess web app usability, no. Test network performance, no. Test connectivity, no. Evaluate page loading times, no. Simulate real world loading situation. This is correct answer. So the answer for this is simulate real world loading situation. Next is, what will be the output of the following R code snippet? Paste, AB, SEP. So what does this paste function does is, paste function is whatever the values will be present here, it will be just adding those values or just printing those values. So here we have given one more argument, SEP. So SEP is kind of separator. If SEP is not present here, then it will by default separator is spaces. So for this the answer will be A:B. So this would be the answer for this. Suppose I am not giving SEP, then what will be the output for this? Then the output will be A space B, because by default separator is space. I hope this paste is also clear. Paste function. Next is, the number of edges in a complete graph of n vertices is. So this is very easy formula based question. Number of edges is we need to determine, and vertices is n. So the formula is n minus 1 by 2. Suppose you don't know the formula but you know what is complete graph, you can derive this formula also. So firstly check with 3. This is a complete graph having 3 vertices and 3 edges, and this is complete graph having 4 vertices and 6 edges. So you can see which formula is working here. So just put number of edges and see whether you are getting number of vertices or not. So yes, you will derive. For example, here if you giving 4 into 2 by 2, so what you will get, 4 into 3 by 2, so it will be 6, and if you will giving it 3, then you will get 3. So this will work. So like this, if something you forgot, you can do a reverse engineering kind of thing and mark the answer. Next is, an IPv4 address is normally represented in base dash in dotted decimal notation. So in dotted decimal notation, we know like IPv4 addressing can go from 0 to 255. So what will be the base here? It will be 256 because we can use from 0 to 255. Next is again programming output from Python. So when a string is given, line is equal to what will have so will, and line dot split function. What will this line dot split function will do? It will be removing all the a's from here, or rather it will split the complete string wherever a is coming here. So what will be stored in L? L is a list here. It will be moving the string to a list. So it will be W H, then A will be removed, T, then again space, will, then H, A will be removed, V, E, so will. Something like this will come. Now for loop is there for I in L, print I, int is equal to space. So what it will do? It will just print whatever we have stored in this list. So this WHT will HVE, so will be printed. So answer here will be option B. But what is this int is equal to spaces is doing here? So in Python, if you will not give this, then how this will be printed? Because we are running a for loop, so each and every indexes it will take. So it will be printing like this: W, H, T, W. In next line it will print. And when you are giving int is equal to in single quote spaces, everything will be printed in same line. That's what it is doing here. I hope it is clear. So option B is correct answer here. Let's go to next question. What value must a C++ destructor return? So destructor don't return any value. What is destructor? Destructor is used to destroy a member function. So destructor do not return a value. This is just opposite to constructor. So option A will be the correct answer here, and it is represented like this with tilde symbol. Next is, the process of weighing the cross-tab single dimensional with a fixed value of one attribute is. So here the key point is one attribute. It's a question from data warehouse. So this is known as slicing. And what is dicing? When we will take two attributes, it will be dicing. So in a data cube, taking one attribute as a fixed value, and if we want to see the other data, it is known as slicing. And if we will take in two attributes and we want to create a new data cube, it is known as dicing. What is pivoting? Pivoting is just to rotate the axis of data. So slicing, dicing, pivoting, drill down, roll up, OLAP, OLTP. At least this you should study from data warehouse topics. Next is, the functionalities of presentation layer includes. So what does presentation layer do is how the data will be presented to user. That is the main functionality of presentation layer. User is demanding a video file, so .mp4 or .mpe4, mpge4 or text file. How the data will be presented to user is the main role of presentation layer. So data compression, encryption, it's not description, it's decryption. These all are the responsibilities of presentation layer. So the answer will be all of them mentioned. And last question for the day is, dash topology requires a multi-point connection and networking. So multi-point connection requires by bus topology, because a backbone used to be there. There is a multi-point where the other system in the network will be connected. So I hope this is also clear. So that's all the question was for today, and I hope you like the session. And if you have not subscribed channel, please subscribe. If you like the video, please like. Thank you so much for watching. All the best. keep preparing, keep learning. Thank you.